So I recently got a different microphone slash headset, as I was using a standard desktop mic before, and that wasn't seeming to do what I needed to do. So I was getting a lot of noise from the background, and I went through a couple of mics, literally like two. One was a really crappy desktop mic, and it was supposed to be like a room mic, but it didn't do what I was looking for. And so I decided to get a pair of headsets slash microphones for gaming. And I looked at a couple different companies and seen these by SA-710 and wasn't sure what to expect. Decided to just get them and then try them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review the other two microphones to show you the sound difference. That way, if you're having any sound issues, maybe these might help you. As I ran into a lot of issues, a lot of background noise, and thought maybe it was the computer. Wasn't that. Thought maybe it was just something with the mics, but turns out that you do need to spend a little bit of money if you plan on streaming. There is no real free solution. You need to spend a little bit of money to get started. That means getting a good headset, getting a decent microphone. I found that the USB plugins were a lot better than your standard analog mics. For example, this is a room mic that I have. I have another creative one. And they're just not that good for this kind of use. They're probably good for Skype and chat, but not for traditional use for like streaming. Doesn't mean you need to spend $200-300 on something. The set that I'm wearing now, I got these for $20 off of Prime with free shipping. They seem to have gone up. I've seen them going for like $34 now, and I've seen them higher than that. But they tend to vary. So if you catch it at the right time, you get it. I happen to get the blue ones. These were the cheapest set I could find. And my only real complaint is that I can't turn the blue off. It's always on, and the video really exaggerates it because they're not that bright when you really get them. I can see them if I have the room dark, but they're really not that bright. It only looks that way because the camera picks it up that way. In Twitch and other videos, I will use the actual hue to change the color to green because I like green, but I can do them as purple or whatever. They seem to come out pretty good that way. So let's take a look at the other two mics and see how bad the audio was on those. This is the Creative Labs microphone. This is specifically from the VF0040, the instant webcam set Skype edition. I did not buy the complete kit. This is just a mic I came across and was able to source it to that. A really cheap mic. The whole kit costs about $3 to $5, including the camera. Not a really high-res webcam either, from what I could see. And you can see pick up a lot of noise. When I'm talking, it levels it off a little bit, but there's still a lot of background noise, and I'll pause so you can hear that. And it's just really noisy for there really being nothing going on. So moving on to the next mic. This microphone is the Pioneer CD-MC20, the audio EQ microphone for Pioneer receivers. It is for balancing the audio system. It's not really intended for room recordings. This mic runs $22.99 on Amazon, and I didn't really see that it had any special abilities for sound cancellation. Again, it's meant for tuning. This one is a lot louder. I have the decibels turned way down on this. I'm down to about around 5 on the computer, and it's still picking up a lot of background noise. It does balance out a little bit when I'm talking, but when it's quiet or when you got dead space, it does pick up a lot. It's better than the Creative, but it's still there, and I wanted to eliminate as much of that noise as possible. So here's what it sounds like as is. And you can still hear some background noise in there. And again, I'm in a room that has a window facing a street, and I have that window open a little bit. And I don't know if that's going to pick up or not right now. But also the other thing is this is, for me, when I reviewed this, it's going back on the left side only on the audio, so it's not even stereo. It's only picking up one channel. Which is also problematic if you're trying to do a stream. You probably want to pick up both, and you want that good rich sound, not a single speaker out. So let's go back to the SA-710 and have a final look at those. So currently these are my favorites. They cancel noise greatly. They've got a really good feel to them. I've sat with these longer than an hour while not streaming, and I've streamed some short streams about an hour, and they're very comfortable. I don't have a lot of problems where I'm having to adjust a lot. They fit really well. They're well padded on the earpieces. I like that. The microphone picks up pretty much anywhere you place it, but it's not right in your face, and I really like that. These are compatible with PS4 and Xbox One. I don't have those, and I haven't got a chance to test on others, but looking at other videos for these and also reviewing the specs for these, they are compatible. So they should work for a gaming headset. Eventually, when I get those systems, I will be probably using these on there as well. But I've been pretty impressed. Again, the only thing I don't like with these is that the the light doesn't turn off. It does have a control for the microphone and for the headset, so you can turn it off and mute it immediately. There's also a volume adjuster on here, so you can crank it up and down from here without having to touch the computer directly to turn the microphone down, not the headset. And so they're not a bad price. Let's say for $20, this is something you should get and something you should have to start with. These are good for so much more than that too. If you have to be gaming in an area where you have to be quiet, these are awesome for that. You still get that surround sound feel to them, and if you're doing chat and play, they're nice for that. They're pretty good all-around headsets. So these get my approval. You should probably get a set too. They come in different colors. There are different sets. There's some in red. There are some that have the analog plugins. I prefer the USB. There's some that come with both. Those are limited and a little more expensive. Again, I got these for $20 off Amazon with Prime, so the shipping was free and they came in pretty quickly. I will have links to all the different microphones in the description. Please feel free to leave comments, or if you got any questions, send me a message, comment, or whatnot, and I'll be happy to answer that for you. Again, Sades is who I'm going with at this time.